surrender right now. I surrender right now. I surrender right now. Jesus turns my white flag. I surrender right now. Right now. I surrender right now.
Check. What's up, family? Welcome to another edition of the session. Bible Beats and Bars. It's going down. I heard, I heard we going to class today. We got some things to talk about. We got some things we got to learn today. So I hope you're ready. I hope you brought your notepads. Yes, I'm letting you know what to expect today. We're going to be learning and we're going to hear some good music. We always got to play some good tunes. That's what we do at this session. We talk about the basic instructions before leaving Earth. We listen to these beats. That's where the good music is at. That's where the good music is. It's all about those beats. So let's go ahead and flip the script real quick. We're going to one of those chapters that's not read so much, but it has a really great message. I think in the Bible. But before we even go there, man, we gotta talk to. We gotta check in with the man himself. He was starting out with all the flames already. DJ Scissorhand.
Yo,
what's going on, homie? How you doing today, man?
Hey.
Oh, yeah, so you vibing hot today too, huh?
Hey, man, I'm here. Make sure I'm hot, man. The microphone hot. I'm hot too, man. Yeah.
I feel that, man. I feel like it's just the air just vibing today, man. There's a lot of energy out there today. I woke up feeling like extra good. I didn't feel no weight of the world or nothing. But you know what I actually did though last night? I had this habit. I had this bad habit sometimes of falling asleep with the TV on.
Okay.
I had a bad habit of falling asleep with the TV on. And I found myself waking up in a weird type of vibe, in a weird type of things. I found myself talking about things that I normally don't talk about, right?
What was you watching?
It stays on the channel when you wake up. You can know what time it is because, you like to sleep and so yeah, I keep it on the station when the news come on, man.
Okay, gotcha.
I didn't want to tell you, made me tell my secret. Now they gonna be making fun of me like Dre be looking at the news while he sleep. Yeah, I do, dang. Cause my alarm cause all 6 of my alarms just don't be doing it sometimes. I be liking my sleep, but I need to get out that habit. I definitely need to get out that habit and start doing what I need to do.
Hey, bro, let me throw it's my day started out kind of weird, but the feeling that you just spoke on, it wasn't gonna bother me. I just want to throw that in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking. So today, so last night, I made sure I just turned everything off. I didn't have no music playing. I had nothing. I could just hear the sounds of whatever sounds I'm supposed to hear.
Right.
And when I say I woke up feeling like extra good, man, I guess I just needed that 100% peace. Hey, y'all try that tonight. Turn off everything. Just turn it off. Turn it off everything. Make sure no alarm don't come on. Turn the TV off. If you wake up and the TV on, turn it off. Just hurry up, turn it off, and just hopefully you listen to just straight silence. You don't want to hear nothing. And tell me how that works. Just go to nomodirty.org. Nomodirty.org. Let's go into this flip the script. It's coming from Haggai. Haggai chapter 1. If you don't know what that's at, it's after Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, Okay, so yeah, I know my books of the Bible. Yes, I do. See, I just be surprising y'all all the time, don't I? I know it. That's why you got to tune in each and every week to the session of Bible Beats and Bars. Thanks for tuning in to the session Bible Beats and Bars. Here we go. It is Haggai chapter 1, verses 2 through 4. And it reads, "This is what the Lord Almighty says. These people say, the time has not yet come to build the Lord's house. Then the word of the Lord came through the prophet Haggai, and let me read that one again. Then the word of the Lord came through the prophet Haggai. Is it a time for you yourself to be living in your paneled house while the house remains in ruin?" That's deep, man. He asking you a question on this one. There's a message we got to send to you today. There's a message that you need to receive today. So make sure you turn in. So now it's time to turn your TVs up, turn your radios up, because I need y'all to get ready. Make sure you go to the kitchen, get you something to drink, and maybe even something to eat. Because I heard we going to class today, y'all. So you got to get your notebooks out, and y'all got to talk about this later. DJ Scissorhand, let's go ahead and get it. Let's get this show started. Welcome to the session. Bible Beats and Bars. I'm the co-host, Straight the Drummer. Let's get it.
I feel thorns where my crown was. I'll be weak, but I'm alive from the dust until dawn. Yeah, I'll survive, cause I got sweet victory. I'm about, nobody can take it from me. Sweet victory, cause I got sweet victory. Yeah. You see me living, I know you see me living. You can't tell on these CDs, but bro, I'm knee deep in it. I'm waiting in my weakness, he may be dependent. I be lying through my teeth to say I don't resent it. Even as I write these lines, I'm close to tears. My body ain't been working right for 7 years. Miss me with that, keep your chin up, try to smile. Bro, I'm 26, I should feel better by a mile. Keep all your anecdotes and cute quotes. I'll pass on cliches for true hopes. I feel thorns where my crown was. I'll be weak, but I'm alive from the dust until dawn. Yeah, I'll survive, cause I got sweet victory. I'm about, nobody can take it from me. Sweet victory. I'm about, cause I got sweet victory.
I'm about 5 seconds away from giving you the most amazing praise. So I'ma give you 5, I'ma give you 4, I'ma give you 3, I'ma give you 2. I'm about 5 seconds away from giving you the most amazing praise. So I'ma give you 5, I'ma give you 4, I'ma give you 3, 2. Now everybody go wild, go wild, go wild, go wild. Everybody go wild, go wild, go wild, go wild. Everybody go wild, go wild, go wild, go wild. Everybody go wild, go wild, go wild, go wild. You know what it is? I love it. Yeah,
I hope so.
I love it. Let's talk about it. Your boy's been a Christian quite a few years. Victory and faith, but I failed in my fears. I heard a lot of words that have tickled many ears. That's why I praise God for the word it being here. The word became flesh, lived for 30 years. Died at 33, but after days reappeared. Jesus Christ, anointed one, ascended in the ear. Or you could say the air, where the Father made him heir. Of all things, the throne, no, it's more than a chair. But after our redemption, yes, he did take a chair. Greater than the angels, named superior to theirs. This is Hebrews chapter 1, lift your chair. I'm leaning to the right, the light is where I'm running. I thought I wanted life, drunk, sexed out and blunted. But all I really wanted was the one who really wanted. Fought death, beat it, gave his life to the public. I love it, I love it. Angels surrounding his throne, worthy is the Lamb who was slain. The storm of his glory, all nations bow to his name. His majesty fills the heavens, our hearts of thunderous praise. Declare the Lord is forever. Make a joyful noise in his praise. Higher than the thought, I am not of this world, like I'm from the planet Mars. I love a Jesus, you can read it in my bar. I'm pretty straightforward when I'm speaking about my Lord. He paid the seal price, being beat by Roman guard. But when he resurrected, gave us life free of charge. Now me and my blood need to be in the sight bar. Because we went crazy for God, our lives was gone.
Boy, oh boy. I know y'all going crazy at home right now. Because we're going crazy in the studio right now. DJ, you better cut that crap out right now, DJ. You got to say something for later on tonight. See, I told you the energy was high today. I told you I was feeling good, DJ. You just solidified it. You solidified the vibe that I woke up to today. You solidified the atmosphere I woke up to today. When you mixed it to that second song, beep, 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 beep. I was like, yep, he feeling the vibe today. Y'all gonna be into it. So I'm just gonna let y'all know when he announces what he got going on this evening. So y'all already know. Tune in to DJ Scissorhand this evening tonight. He gonna let you know the time and stuff later. We gonna talk to him later on that one. But I'm just gonna make sure that I'm gonna give the disclaimer for him tonight. I'm gonna do that right now for him tonight because if you already on this level right now today, and it's only 2:22. It's only 2:22, and you're on this level right now. Yo, y'all, please buckle up. When y'all go on y'all car ride today, wherever y'all going to today, when y'all tune in, buckle up.
Hey, y'all might as well have a grill out before the radio station come out. After the session, y'all can fire up the grill. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's
Enjoy
a grill
all
day.
This weather.
It's a grill day.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was going. You know what? You know what? You saved them. You let them know to stay at home today because I feel it. I feel it because I was like, if they driving and they listening to you, I hope I ain't trying to wish this on nobody, but somebody gonna get a ticket, DJ. Somebody just gonna be grooving and that foot just gonna get heavier and heavier, and before you know it, you driving about 95. And they gonna try, hey man, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to lock you up for driving too fast. You could take somebody's life for driving this fast. Man, DJ, hey, you on one today.
You just hit something, man. I think I used to be that guy right there. That's what.
Hey, I know. Hey, so for me, when I'm traveling, I always pick gospel music.
Okay.
I always pick gospel music because if I'm traveling and I'm listening to anything else, I'm just cruising. I'm listening to the words. I'm cruising. I'm doing like 65. But I'm like, if I got to get to my destination, I got to get there so I can enjoy my time. I don't want to be just wasting sleeping and all this other stuff. I turn on some gospel music, some good old John P. Key, Kurt Franklin, Ty Tribbett, all of them, that up-tempo music. Man, I find myself just be going, bro. Just I look at the spirit. Yeah, I look at that thing, bro. I look at that thing to say 80, 89. 92, I'm like, ooh, let me scale back a little bit. I start looking around, looking nervous.
It's funny how the car don't feel like it's changing the speed either.
Man, I hate these cars. I love and hate these cars today, man, because it be feeling you can do a smooth 100, and it feels like an old school Cadillac 65, 65 miles an hour, like straight. You and the thing about it, you always try to gauge the lines, how fast the lines be flying by. You know that's your gauge. You like, all right, the lines are going by kind of slow. I can still count them. I don't lose count. I didn't skip one. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the session. Welcome back to the session. Bible Beats and Bars. We was just talking to DJ Scissorhand. You already know DJ. Cue that music. It's time to bring him up, DJ. They ready for him. He said, yo, Dre. Yo, he been talking to me today. He been waking me up crazy. I've been thinking crazy. Things just been happening crazy. Everything's just going crazy. So we just got to teach today. That's what he told me. We just got to sit down and we got to teach. We got to learn us something. That's what we got to do today. Just learn us something here at the session. That's why we go through the progressions. Bible, beats, and bars. You already know him. He's your friend. He's your family. He's your neighbor. He's your thug preacher. He's your hip hop preacher. He's your bars preacher. He's your boots on the ground, community activist preacher. He's your everything preacher. He makes things move, preacher. He makes things groove, preacher. He got albums out, preacher. He making moves, preacher. I told y'all I'm feeling good. I can keep going with all of that. He never sleeps, preacher. He's always doing something, preacher. He's always surprising people, preacher. Yeah, that's the dude. You already know. He's the man with the plan. Ladies and gentlemen, stand where you at. Stand on your feet where you at. But if you got your fork in your mouth, I understand. You can put it down real quick. But put your hands together right now for the man with the plan coming to the stage. Y'all know he never sleeps. Did you take a nap today? I hope you did. I don't think you took a nap today. He just always doing something. Minister Fred, what's up? Give a big round of applause. Minister Fred 2. What's going on? 2. Minister Fred 2. Hey, Minister. Yeah, you covered. Thank you for cutting me. Because I would have skipped the session and went straight to the bars. You already know it. No.
Here we go again.
Yeah,
there we go again. That dude, I said, man, I was like, dude.
What?
I was like, we may not even need to do a freestyle. He could just kill it. You come out the gate like that. I was like, yeah.
Hey, it was DJ fault. Don't blame it on. I can't take the blame for that.
Water.
Don't do that.
Water. Be like water.
Hey, that's powerful, man. See, there you go, DJ.
I sipped everything today, man.
Wow.
Wow.
Hydration. You just warm outside.
Yeah, for real.
Need some hydration. Please let me get a... Shout out to my man Toby for that one. That's that jam right there. Yeah. Toby. That's my song right there, man. Toby, shout out to my man Toby on that one. What's up, Minister Fred? How you feeling today, man?
Let me tell you something. God is good, man. It's so good to see you all. It's good to be here. Man, it's good seeing you, Dre, SZA, Professor. I mean, I don't know how many people's
man, it's good to be seen and not viewed. I'm just saying.
You're right.
I'm just saying, man.
Real talk. But I'm good, man. I am pumped, man. Lord woke me up early. Was like, but it was like all week. This has been all week, folk. All week. He's like, I got to give you something to get it, folk. And you know, normally we have a guest
message.
And I was like, he said, no, move him to next week. I need you and Dre and SZA get on this one right here.
Message.
And I was like, okay, bet. Right. And he's like, and I was praying. I was like, well, you know, the music got to be dope. This dude come out the gate super dope.
Bing. Hibernation do that too.
Hey, you got to take those sabbaticals, man. You have to take those sabbaticals, man. Like you have to recharge your mental.
Yes,
your mental is like so your mental is like a solar panel.
All right.
It's like a solar panel. It gains a lot of energy. It takes energy. It pulls. It records it.
Yeah.
But it also is being used. That panel is also being used. And it has to recharge so it can be used in its full capacity. So you have to take a sabbatical, man. You need to. That's how you can continue to be creative.
And you know, I think that's one of the reasons why. Remember, we started this thing 2 years now, a little over 2 years. We started doing it on the weekend. And Lord was like, I need you to do it on my biblical Sabbath Saturday. Because really, I need you to Sabbat. Yes, I need you to just like take the whole day. I want you to spend time rejuvenating, recuperating. And then you can be able to be revived and you can give what you have. Mm. And I was like, okay, all right, bet. But I understand because when I get up on Saturday mornings and I have that conversation with God, man, it's nothing like the rest of the week for me. Mm. I don't know about anybody else, but it's like it is a real Sabbath encounter and experience. So by the time I'm here, man, I'm so crunk. I am so crunk.
You in there?
It ain't nothing but to do it, man. So, you know, shout out to you all, man, that's taking this Sabbath journey with us. And we understand everybody has different understandings, but this Saturday Sabbath experience encounter through the session, Bible Beats and Bar.
You know what? I have to interrupt you on that one. Yeah, I don't care what your religion or practice may be.
Come on.
Just practice this one action.
Man.
This one action. Because we have also been taught there's other sheep that I have that are not of this fold.
Correct.
Whatever fold that may be. Correct. There are 12 gates to the kingdom.
That's right.
Understand this.
Come on.
There's 12 tribes. Understand this. Say, you said you wanted to teach today, so I just had to drop this.
You know, that's part of it.
I just had to. I know. I read it. I did my study, so I knew how to bring it in. I did my studying real quick, so I know how to bring it in. But real talk. No matter what nationality, you could be Buddhist, Muhammad, whatever, whatever it is, just practice that action on that day. Be of a service. Render of a service. Do of a deed that doesn't bring anything back to you. Now, here's the thing. If you do receive a gift for what you have done on this one day, then there's your gift. And then you should really tithe on that gift. Some give everything that they get on this day, and they tithe whatever that 100% what they give. You know, that was the practice back in the day. If they ever got anything on this day, they did not keep it for themselves. They made sure they returned it. So whatever it may be, just take that time or just take the time to meditate, to walk, or to just get your thoughts right through the day and watch things change. I don't care. You can go to church tomorrow. And when you go to church tomorrow, you're going to be so, everybody like, oh, the Spirit with you. You're like, yeah, and I walked with him yesterday. I walked with him yesterday.
And the thing about it is like, and that's really what the theme is, how to surrender so that you can find that peace. He gives me peace. Listen, let's go to this. We got a big shout out to a Foundation for Drug-Free World, man. And I want to say a big shout out to Miss Jessica and the whole crew. Let me just say this. Had a conversation recently with them this week and last week, and they had a milestone of 15 years doing this around the world. Okay. Ooh. Let's give it up, man.
15 years. All right. 15 years. That's a milestone.
And they
15. You passed the 10 mark.
I'm talking about they have an international branch. They have a domestic branch in the States. They have one just for gang affiliated areas. I mean, it is amazing. And we had a really great, and then they graced us with the packets last week when we had the block party. Yeah. I mean, it just was amazing.
Yeah, they were definitely in the building. I love their spirit. They were so cool. She was like, I'm so glad to be
here. Just giving, man. And they're out of LA. Los Angeles, right. You know what I'm saying? So
they got that Southern experience, huh?
Yeah, they did. They got that true Southern barbecue vibe. They had that family barbecue. Like, this is the family reunion.
Yeah,
man, I wish I could go back to a family. I miss them things.
We might have to do an outdoor one session, just outdoor. Yeah, sure. As a session, man, because now it's warm and
you know what? I like that idea, and let's see if we can get some families. Rep your family.
Rep your families. And
let's get let's bring the family.
September 12th.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see if the families will come out strong. Rep the session. Hey, rep your family.
Why don't you represent you?
Rep your last name. Your last name got some pride to it. Rep your last name. Rep your family.
You know what? Let's do that on September the 11th because the 12th we're doing something huge. So we can have it outdoor. We can do it. You know what I'm saying? We got guests coming.
So because it will. So hold on. So I'm talking on another level right now. I'm talking on another level. So we can talk on the head. They'll be like, what they talking about? So we can reel them in. Let's reel them in. So here's the question.
All right.
Here's my question. Will half of everything we'll need already be there? Yes. So we could be on the similar type frame when we are doing the session.
Yes, sir.
That's possible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's plausible.
It is plausible.
Very plausible. Okay. Bet. So y'all getting the hint. Y'all got the hint. So if you didn't get the hint, this is going to be played again. And you be like, hold on, what was Drake talking about? Let me listen to that again. I was definitely talking in code.
Yes.
I was definitely talking in code. So you have to tune in because you're going to hear more about this tomorrow. It's going to launch really soon.
That's it.
The flyer. I said it.
Yeah. So we gonna let's let it out next week.
Next week, yes. Next week.
I
gave them the trail to go seek it.
You gave them the trailer. You gave them a little.
I gave them a little piece of it.
All right. So here we go. We're gonna give you some of this, man. A Foundation for Drug-Free World. We'll be right back, and we're gonna get in on this discussion that's life transforming. Let's do
Bible
this.
Beats and Bars.
Shout out to the young producers in the building, man.
They working. I see them moving.
Yep, they doing
it.
They
working. Man. I see them getting these angles. Ain't nothing like the young folks are. They got it. They got it.
That's it.
Hey, I'm representing the day. Ain't that? How about that?
I
beat y'all too.
You did. I saw you. We elevating today. We giving these vibes through the waves today, through the streams today. I'm telling y'all, it's a vibe today. The energy is high today. And you gotta make sure you move in your excellence. Do whatever you need to do today because it's high today.
Yeah, man. And do us a favor while you get vibing with us. Share this link, this YouTube link with others. Man, you don't know what they need, man, until they know what they need. Sometimes we don't know until we stumble upon some gold, man.
See a need, fix a need.
There it is. Did you say that?
I said it. See a need, fix a need. I told you where I got it from. I can't trademark it or nothing because it's already done that, but I use it though.
I love it.
A drug-free world. Let's go ahead and get it. Young producer, cue us in.
I love it, man. It's good.
Shout out to my son, Devon.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
Just drop a little scratch on while he getting it. That's what's up. Right. That's cool, man. Blessings, man. Welcome to the session.
Bible beats and bars. Yeah.
Tensions are building. The police have just wrestled a couple of people to the ground.
Yeah. D1, D1.
Things are getting just a little tense here.
Skittles,
pills,
X,
triple stacks,
rolls,
smiley faces, E-bombs, MDMA,
Molly,
beans,
ecstasy. It's not worth the momentary high. It just sucks the life out of you. It sucks the happiness out of you.
Ecstasy is a synthetic or man-made mind-altering drug. It can have other qualities like as a stimulant, a depressant, or hallucinogenic.
They're almost the size of like an Advil or something, and they have different pictures and all different colors.
I mean, it's a designer drug. It's made with all different types of chemicals.
You never know what's in it.
The facts are is that it's not just in nightclubs or raves anymore. It's in our own homes. Kids are taking it, and teenagers are taking it. Adults are taking it for fun. They think it's a recreational drug, and it's not. It's much more serious than that.
Well, it started out as parties. It started out like me and my boyfriend would go to a party.
90 to 100% of the people were on ecstasy when I was at parties.
I mean, there's so many different varieties of it out there, whether it's cut with methamphetamine like heroin, some's cut with more dope than others.
So when I took ecstasy where I was hallucinating so heavily, it was because the batch had acid in it or LSD in it.
It was a speed-based ecstasy pill. And I was so wired up, I had foam coming out of the side of my mouth.
There's just so many things that play a factor in it. It's pretty unknown.
I've been to raves and seen countless people taken away in ambulances. Just, you never know what you're going to get in that pill. It was the summer out of 8th grade.
I was about 16, the first time I took ecstasy.
I was 18. I just got out of high school and was moving into my first college apartment.
As a freshman in college, that would have been 19 years old.
I went to celebrate my 21st birthday with a bunch of friends, and I went to this club, and one of my friends pulled me aside in the bathroom and said, "Hey, I mean, you feel really good right now. I have something that'll make you feel even better."
They'd be like, "Okay, if you take this ecstasy right now, you're gonna feel so great. You're gonna feel like you're on top of the world. Just try it. Come on."
And I was pretty worried. Was this really addictive? What would it do to you? And he just said, "Oh no, it's like this really big thing. It's really, really big in the nightclub scene. And it's not that bad. It's not like you get addicted to it or anything."
It had a little dolphin stamp on it, and I thought, okay, this can't be bad. I mean, one small little pill, no big deal.
So me and a bunch of my girlfriends took it, and we were partying all night long. But then the next morning, I didn't realize what it had done to me because I was so depressed. It just sucked like all the happiness out of me.
The next day I woke up and I just felt so bad. The first thing I thought was, you know what, like, I can't wait to take more X because I just don't want to feel like this. And, you know, for the next few days after I took it, I felt like crap.
The next time you take it, it's like you have to take 4 to 5 pills.
But when you come down, all you want is to go back up again because you just hit that depression.
And next thing you know, you're like taking 9 to 10 pills, not even getting close to that first time.
Just stuck in your head, what, I'm such a loser, I'm this, I'm that, you know what I mean? And I'll never do this drug again. And then half an hour to an hour later, you're doing it again because it's the only thing that makes you feel better.
And so it pretty much was like a revolving door, just like trying to get happy and then getting sad, then happy and then sad, and just kept getting worse and worse.
So you're almost scared to come down from it because you don't know what's going to happen when you come down because you're so depressed. You feel so bad. Your body feels so terrible.
You can't sleep. You can't eat. You're like extremely hot and sweating.
It was being up and down, every day. My emotions were so dysfunctional. They didn't make any sense to me. I didn't know what was going on with my body.
I felt like a different person. I felt, I wasn't okay with myself. I felt like a different guy when I was on.
It just really warps the brain, and I think it changes a person's personality. And unfortunately, it's been heavily promoted. It's okay, it's a party drug, it's a love drug, and really it's a dangerous drug.
Take it to a nightclub and you'll go and you'll dance and you're not worried about, going and getting water or whether or not your heart's about to explode. It's pumping so fast.
The whole time I was high on ecstasy, I'd be clenching my jaw. You literally just want to bite down and clench your teeth the whole time.
You can overdose, you can overheat your body, you can dehydrate your body and pass out.
It's just like this urge to go, go, go. I would dance until I couldn't, until I blacked out. I actually have witnessed more than once somebody dying from the first time of taking ecstasy.
It made me somebody who I wasn't. I was fulfilling my addiction. Whether it's through running prostitution rings, gambling rings, selling drugs to kids.
I drove on ecstasy a couple times. I had no idea what was really going on. I know I would see a stop sign or a stoplight and I'd be like, wow, that's really, really red. I didn't make the connection. Well, it's a red light. I think I should stop my car now. Driving under the influence of ecstasy. I didn't make those connections at all.
We were probably 16 or 17 and I was the only one who was on ecstasy and everybody else was drinking. So the police came and saw us and everybody was acting drunk and silly and they took me and put me into jail for the night and held me there. At the time I thought it was hilarious because I didn't care about anything. I was on ecstasy, but then the next morning I'm like, oh my God, I'm in jail right now.
I got caught with ecstasy on me, got thrown in jail in a really run-down area of South Carolina, and I was on ecstasy and I was extremely depressed in jail around these really big guys threatening to basically beat me up.
We went out to a club one night and I had taken 2 or 3 rolls and I got in the club and I started pouring the sweat. I ended up passing out and they had to throw me into a cold shower.
I was passed out, but the people who worked in the club would drag me out of the nightclub because they don't want you to die in their club. So they'll drag you out to the sidewalk and leave you there until the ambulance comes in and takes you away.
I blacked out for God knows how long and woke up in a tub of ice with my friends around me, the fear in their faces of not knowing if I was alive or not. And the craziest part about it is, in a situation like that, because drugs are involved, you don't know whether to call an ambulance or what to do because you have the fear of getting in trouble for it too. Basically, I could have died because they didn't know what to do.
Ecstasy, that's such a new and designer drug over the last decade or so. They really don't even still know the long-term effects of it themselves because it depends on what type you're using.
It causes brain damage, and when you have brain damage, that can cause effects on various things such as coordination, certain dexterities, communication.
I had for a long time jaw pain. I've had teeth problems for a long time after I took them.
Like when I see a doctor and stuff, they tell me my worst repercussions are down the road. You know what I mean? With the drug abuse I did.
They didn't tell me that I was going to become very addicted to this. I was going to become extremely depressed. I was going to develop a, $200 or $300 habit a week on this stuff. That I'd have to go to rehabs. That I was going to be arrested 3 times. That I was going to be thrown in jail 2 times. That I was going to have to total 3 cars. Nobody really ever told me about that stuff. The first time I took ecstasy.
It seems like it's a lot of fun, and you think that everybody else is doing it, or they look like they're having a great time. But in reality, it's evil. It'll take control of you and run your life for you.
If I knew what I knew now and I could go back, I never would have touched a drug. Like I said, when I went into it, I didn't think it was going to do any damage. It seemed like a normal thing for me, to take ecstasy. That a lot of people took ecstasy and they ended up doing fine. But that's not the case.
Nothing bad may happen. Cool, that's fine. Take these next 3 weeks. How are you going to feel? What about your job, your school, your body's health, your family's emotions towards you. You take those two facts. There's no choice. It's like jumping out of a plane and just having a set of silverware as a parachute. It's not a decision.
It's true. It really is. Because even if you don't get hurt from the drug the first time you take it and you enjoy it, there's a downside to that too, because then you enjoy it, then you want to do it again. And once you do it again, it's the start of your own destruction.
Wow. Let me tell y'all something, man. Did you hear what that young man said?
Yeah, that was pretty deep what he had said.
He said that the doc said in the future is going to even be worse. Like, we were just chopping. What did you say about the moment, man?
Oh, yeah. Ain't nobody thinking about what's heading down the road when you're living for the moment.
Yeah.
Or living day to day.
Right. And that was just D where she said, my teeth now, I used SSC once and now it's messing with my enamel, my teeth. The guy was like, man, and they're saying it's going to be worse going into the future. Most time when you wilding out in the moment, you like, man, I remember when I was doing that in the past. But when you use these drugs now, right, when we use these drugs now, they try to take your future while you in the moment.
I was looking at some things while I was doing my study, and if you kind of learn about how they put some of these drugs together and some of the ingredients, I found it very ironic that some of these major ingredients that they put in these things are a crystal form ingredient.
Yeah.
I find it very ironic.
When you say crystal, break that down for those that are listening and watching, going like, what do you mean crystal?
So when I say a crystal, there are some forms of minerals or things in this world that are crystallized that can actually change or alter your neural functions in your body.
Right.
Literally. Your DNA can be changed
with these different type of crystals or minerals or whatever, because some minerals are crystal formed minerals.
Right.
That's why this earth is so the way it is.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. So just imagine if you're taking these things and it's messing with your electrical system in your body, which is your spinal cord. Your spinal cord is directly connected to your brain. If you took everything away from your body, all your brains, not all your bones and everything, is like, hey, what's connected to my brain? The only thing that you would have is a spinal cord and your brain.
Right.
That's it. So that's what I find very ironic in these things. And he also said to kind of bring light to what you were saying. He said, what I did in a moment has damaged my future for what I did in that one moment. That one moment. So when a lot of people say be in the moment, realize what that moment is, because there is a ripple effect off of that moment. Because he said it changed his life, not for the better, but for the worst for him doing that moment. So you got to be very cognitive of what you're doing, when you're doing it, and how you're doing it.
Which is a great segue into why this today is so special. There's a song that it's on my record, Quarantine, and Suzanne co-produced with Ken P. And it's called Why. I want you to listen to the words of this song, and we're going to get right in on it, because at the end of the day, your why is based upon two major things that lead to one ultimate thing. Let's do it.
Now this is a deep one. This is deep, fam. Famo, this deep. Wow, how did you do that, man?
Feature Dr. Cleveland.
Wow. Now, some young people listen to this. And by the way, for 51 years, I have great satisfaction in my soul. You must understand. For 51 years, on the street corners of over 67 countries of the earth.
Yeah, let go.
I said 6 continents, meaning outside of it.
Doctor.
I have tried
Tell him.
to reflect the teachings of Jesus so that somebody will hear and save himself.
Why?
Now, some youngsters, they listen to this and they said, well, look, if I can't do this until I'm married, why do I get these urges at age 9, 10, 11, and 12? If God equips me to perform and I can't perform until I'm married, why all of these strong, passionate appetites that circulate inside of me? That's young boys and young girls. It does come early. Well, there's an answer to that. Jehovah brings these things early so that you can identify yourself.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, that takes time. That one takes time. You got to think about that. I wouldn't want to wait until I'm 23 to learn that I'm a man.
What?
I wouldn't know. Amen.
Yeah, he was about to go somewhere with
And
that.
that's why the
He was
Lord
about to go
lets
somewhere
you
with
know
that.
early.
He was about to go to a
So
whole
it's a little girl,
something that they weren't ready for.
You see a
That the
little boy,
congregation
and you say,
was
I
ready
like
for.
him. Good.
Wow.
You know what you are at age 9. You are a girl. That is your side of the fence. Early. And at age 8, it always starts with the boy. At age 7, little boy says to his buddy, I like her. Good. He has now identified himself.
That's why.
He's a man.
That's why. That's why.
And as he grows up with this self-knowledge, there does not occur the confusion of homosexuality. And as she grows up, there does not occur the confusion of lesbianism.
He loves you. That's why.
Jehovah didn't make any half and half. Mighty quiet in the house.
That's why.
I say that because we have now come to a time
Listen.
when homosexuality and lesbianism is being paraded before your young people as an alternative lifestyle. You're not listening to me.
Oh no.
And the line between the sexes is being wiped out by all kinds of propaganda, some of it coming from the federal government. This thing came up of gays in the military. Yeah, they've always been in the military.
In the church too.
And they always will be in the military. And in every other kind of terror. They're even in the church terror. And I heard somebody who heard me preach what Jesus said about. And they said, well, look, these folk can be saved. I said, that is right. But they must understand that they must be saved from that, just like an alcoholic is saved from alcohol.
Facts.
Gotta be saved from it. That's what I'm saying. Don't settle down with it. Even if you're sitting in here now, and that's your lifestyle. Make up your mind, listening to old Cleveland tonight. I'm going to Jesus and get him to straighten out my genes and chromosomes. I'm going to ask him to give me a new set of desires so that I will behave normally and naturally. It is unnatural.
Wow. You know, this month is a month dedicated for the pride and for those that are in the LGBTQ plus community. Let me start by saying we want you to know that we respect all. We understand that everyone has a choice. We understand that everyone makes decisions and they live lives. We just want to share a perspective and a concept. And this is interesting because I'm going to pray. We're going to get in on this one. And we want you just to see that just look at the whole picture. Because at the end of the day, as we begin to find peace, and let me tell you something, when you don't have peace, Dre, you understand this, I understand it, you listening, Scissor, when you don't have peace of mind, and that's what we're talking about, peace of mind today. Mm-hmm. When you don't have peace of mind, you lose purpose. Mm-hmm. When you don't have peace of mind, it's hard to identify you for you, let alone understand God and his purpose or his desire, his love for us.
Right. Right.
And so we then begin to decide here, there, what we decide, who we will be, how we will be, whom we will be with, things of this. These are the questions. And we still want to be respectful. We're going to be respectful, but we want to share at all sides of this perspective.
I like how you put that. And personally, my experiences with people with alternative lifestyles has been through something.
Correct.
So, and if they identify with it for the night, I can see something.
Definitely. I'll have to agree with you on that one. But I'll have to take the other angle.
Right.
In this one. Like Scissorhands said, there's a reason why you made that decision. Mm-hmm. It's not nothing that you were born with. Now, will you have some thoughts? Probably so, of where you are, because there's always a mental battle going on. But should you act on that thought? Right. No, that's the battle right there.
Right.
But even if you do act on that thought, let me just say this: I still have no issue with nuns.
Right.
A lot of those people that live that lifestyle are some amazing people, some great creatives.
And it's still a place to understanding open-minded people.
Facts. So I don't want anyone to get that misconstrued. Right. I just want you to think about this though. How can you recreate with the same you?
Powerful.
And if you're any type of spiritual, I'm not saying religious.
Yeah, correct.
If you're any type of spiritual, how can if we were created to create?
Come on.
Whatever that creation is, if we were created to create, why stop yourself from recreating?
It's powerful.
It's a level you got to be on to accept what God gonna give you.
There you go. You have to. But you also have to understand the times that we're living in too, and why they want us to stop
right.
recreating. There's levels to these things. You guys got to understand whatever level that you're on in your mental journey, in your spiritual journey, you have to understand there's always a story behind the story that leads to the story.
Yeah.
And the choice or the decisions made based upon the backstory. And so let me pray, and then we're just gonna dig right in, because again, the theme is really about surrender. Who do we surrender? How do we surrender? And why surrender? Because the beauty of America is you can do what you want.
Free will,
which is a God-given.
Well, you know that free will is getting kind of expensive, though.
So I understand. We gonna dig.
That getting kind of woo.
Yeah, it's getting expensive.
That price tag, that inflation price tag, done.
Yes, sir.
That's why the blind shouldn't lead the blind, though.
Correct. And so let me pray, and I hope that all that are listening, that you would be able to glean some beautiful, beautiful information. So, God, we come to you. Just want to say, first of all, good afternoon. Thank you so very much for the opportunity to be alive, to have this wonderful discussion, and to share. Then we want to say thank you for sharing with us, giving us insight and a perspective that we can share with our brothers and sisters. Now, Lord, as we talk about choices, as we talk about the key to finding peace and avoiding things that we see statistically that are happening in our community, we're asking that you would give us wisdom. Give us that which we all desire, and that's love, hope, it's joy, it's peace. And then most importantly, Lord, allow us to be able to come together and reason together and be able to have solutions that can make us better, more productive, more spiritual, and more transformed individuals. And we thank you for your grace, because it's because of you, really, that your grace is abundantly more than the trials and the tribulations and even any issue that we encounter or are going through right now. In the name of he who makes all things and will make things well. Name of Yahshua the Christ is Jesus of the Bible. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen. And amen.
Now you talked about inflation and how, let's go here. Surrender. What is surrender? Let's do that, and then we're gonna come back to that, because I think it's important. We dealing with this, man, for real, because you got love, and the Bible says we need to love. Love is unconditional. Fact. It's fact. Love is a principle. Fact. Love is an action. Fact. How do you mix that and have a combination of peace and joy? How do you do that? Everybody has their definition for this and that. But what does it mean to surrender? Anybody? Takers? You can put your information in the notes, and Professor X will give us the definition that you share, because this is important. So when you say, what's your definition of surrender? Or you want to look up what that surrender means?
Yeah, let me look it up and see.
I got it here too, but I want to see what you got.
Hey, I got some.
Go ahead.
I got so many levels of how I learned surrender. It's like y'all might give the definition, and I might start it with that, but experience taught me other surrenders that you have to compromise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Relationships, you have to surrender your character in certain ways. Dealing with law enforcement, you have to surrender your character in certain ways, because we understand that what's inside of you want to pour out, but surrender is discipline.
Ooh, did you say that? Say again now. Surrender can be an enemy. Ooh, that's right.
Ooh, that's
how you win some wars.
You're right. Surrender can be an enemy or become an enemy based upon where we stand in the area or the space of choice. Go ahead, bro. You got some? You dig it?
So here's a definition that I have, and it says, I'm gonna do A and B.
All right, bet.
So it says to yield to the power. Hold on, I gotta do that one again. It says to the power, not to the power, to the power. And this is just in a definition, and definition have meanings, and words have meanings, and words, so on and so forth, so forth. If you know, you know.
Right, correct.
So in this definition, it says to yield. How's the definition giving you a command?
Isn't it amazing that it starts with
this is the definition, and it's telling you the definition is a command.
Right.
To yield to the power, control, or possession of another upon compulsion or demand. Surrendered the fort. There's your picture. There's your picture. Yeah. But yet it's still this whole thing. Those are the things we have issues with.
Right. That's it.
We have issues with power, control, and possession. And the definition gave us the command. This is not even something that you hear in the Bible. How is the this is not out the Bible. This is straight dictionary, and the dictionary told you what to do to understand what the true meaning of this is. That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Here's the B one. It says to give up completely. Or, now here's where it gets really deep. This is just the definition, y'all. Or agree to forego, especially in favor. Especially
Especially
in favor.
In favor.
Especially
Especially
in favor of another.
Stop right there.
Yeah, I was gonna stop there anyway. That was it.
Right. Like especially ES is the E, and then special, and then Lee. Okay, we're gonna break it. Then we're going to class. That's why I told you the Holy Ghost was on me on this. I was walking in like 5:30 this morning, and he said, "People don't understand when you say you're especially. That means I choose to exclusively E. And when you look at it in mathematics and you look at it in English, E is a precursor that leads to a specific action.
Right.
E is a part of the equation.
Right. Yeah. So and
you can count for E. You can solve E.
Yes, sir.
E has an equation. You can solve for E.
It is not only an act to be special and to say this person is so beloved that I will forego what I don't have to listen to you. I can do me. I can be me. I can be whatever. I can forego all of that because I trust that you're the. Remember you talked about that? Go back to that. The
power.
The power. Yeah. So I have power. You have power. We all have a form and amount of power. But the question is, who do we surrender this power to? Who is the ultimate power?
We know the. We just got to make sure it's not the.
All right.
The dictionary know it. It told us.
It's like I could say, hey, today Dre's name is Dre. Dre the drummer. This is Dre the drummer. I said, well, Dre the drummer, yeah, your name is Dre the drummer, but I'm gonna call you Tom. Come on, Tom, man, you special like that, Tom. Tom.
All right.
Tom.
Where is Tom at?
I'm making it up because you look like a Tom, man. I think you could be a Tom, bro.
Huh?
But here's the deal. Who created you?
No, you're not Tom. No, you're not Tom. No, you're not. You Tom. I'm Dre the drummer.
Because guess what? You had a creator create Dre the drummer through two parents that made you Dre Labordi, aka Dre the drummer.
But here's the thing, though. With that one, though, since we talking about
let's go,
this definition,
yes, sir.
Since we talking about this definition, though, and we like to talk about gifts and everything, I could not be Dre the drummer or render the message that I render or do the things that I do, have the energy, the charismatic, whatever that may be, whatever you fall in love with me, whatever that is. I could not do that until I surrendered
to
my control over myself.
Yeah.
Till I surrendered the power. Till I surrendered choice, possession. Mm-hmm. I had to surrender something because I think people kind of get it misconstrued when people are on stage. They're giving something of themselves. They're giving you a message. You're getting something when someone's on a stage. You're getting something.
The way they express it.
The way they express it. And then so okay, let me break it down right now.
Yeah.
Everyone that's listening, you're surrendering your ear. So you're surrendering your eyes to our channel right now to listen to the message that we're conveying and talking about surrendering. You're surrendering your time with your gigs that you do. You're surrendering your time when you go to work. When you go to work, you literally surrender power at that point.
Oh, for real.
You really are. I'm not trying to mess up the what's going on in the world today, but everyone knows, like, let's just keep it real. This pandemic showed us another way of life. It showed us what we should have been living a long time ago.
Wow.
The earth has a funny way, no matter if it's done in a sinister way or whatever, what man meant for evil. God flips it for good. And we're seeing the flip right now. Because there's never been a time in entertainment, on the backside of entertainment, where everyone is talking on the same level of some type of thing.
Yeah.
All right.
We found a way, or we finally got back to, wow, this is how we're supposed to be living.
Right.
And we're living and serving each other.
Which goes back to the text I gave you in Haggai.
Yes.
Because the text, what does the text say, man? It says, so why do you people, as this is God saying to the children of Israel, to us, the masses, man, listen, why do you people think that it's really about trying to accumulate all of this stuff?
All right.
Be what you want, go where you want, do what you want, do what this, do that, and you doing everything to come up, get this money, go top, big, do big, be boss, be everything. The imaginations of your heart. We might need to do that one off the record. That's a good one. Doing all of that, and there's nothing wrong with trying to be successful. Nothing wrong with that. But doing all of that without starting with the house of God.
Right.
The priority.
And that's
the power. You want all that A power everywhere else, but you ain't even consulted as in the creator God power.
So you know why though?
Go ahead.
You know why though?
Why?
So we have this saying to study to show thyself, right?
Yes.
We got that saying to study to show thyself, right?
Right.
Then we have this other saying. Here's this other saying that we have.
So the cliche. Come on.
That your body is a temple.
Mm-hmm.
Study to show yourself.
Right.
Study to show yourself.
Right.
Your body is a temple. So if you're not praying within, how are you going to connect to the person that gives you the energy, the power, and the being to be able to convey or live the life that you're supposed to be living to help someone get to the level that you are on?
Right.
That's what life is all about. And guess what? In doing that, the reward is, I'm going to give you the things that you actually want.
Yeah.
Because you got your priorities straight.
Right. You're ready.
You're ready. But your priorities got to be straight, because you got, listen.
Because you're living the laws. You're living the laws of attraction.
Which is nature,
Mm-hmm.
which is science,
Mm-hmm.
which is spiritual,
Mm-hmm.
which is economical.
All right. Right.
Because you're gonna wait. You know how people have all this money wasted on a chain.
Right.
Are you
a
kidding
watch.
me? On a watch?
I got a house on my wrist.
And you from the cut to get to the top off of a one hit song, and you got all this money, $1.6 billion on your wrist, and you from the cut, and the cut still the hood.
Right.
What?
And you want people to praise what you
And
done
you want
too.
people to be like, man, that was a dope cut, and you want us to spend 99 cents still?
And we broke. Yeah.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen, and this is no specific shot. This is the principle of surrendering.
Yeah.
If you could surrender to the power, God, or supreme, however you title it, if you could discipline yourself, you said that surrender is a discipline in itself. When you can discipline yourself, say, man, I know that this is not healthy. I want my body to be the temple, a healthy temple where God can live. If God can live, then so can water. If God can live, so I can eat healthy. If God can live, then I can say, man, this works for me. Let me share it with you.
Right.
Like when I did Juice Plus, that thing changed my world. I passed it on. I passed it on to everybody.
Right.
But if I'm selfish with this power, because I got the key, it's helping me be healthy.
Right.
And I don't want to tell you. I don't want to tell you. I don't want to tell none of y'all. I don't want to tell nobody.
Reach out.
Which there has been the scenario in the community.
Of course, that's why we're so
Yes.
Yep.
So let's just take it a little bit further, right?
Go ahead.
I like to bring it home.
Cool.
So let's just say we live in a connected world, right?
Okay.
We live in the connected world because there's this cord, this Ethernet cord that connects us, right?
Yes, sir.
Right?
True.
So in that Ethernet cord, it allows us to be wherever we want to be.
Yeah.
But if you're not physically here with me, face to face, you still can't connect with me.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. In order to connect with me, you have to be connected to a power source that allows you to have the power.
Mm-hmm. Granted.
Grace. To be able to find the same connection or to find the same message or to find whatever it may be. So just imagine if that one cord that connected us all disconnected.
Wow.
Then how would we still be connected in this disconnected world?
Something else, if once you figure that part out, think about it was a black person that figured it out.
I
mean, because I'm thinking, what if they did? Somebody will
Yes.
figure it out again.
They did. Right.
And it's deep because I love both points, but I love what you're saying is that when we're disconnected, what God does is he gives us this principle called grace.
That connects all of us back
Right,
together.
because everybody has fallen short or made a mistake. So let's talk in terms of what's happening. This month is Pride Month, LGBTQ, but then you have heterosexual male-female relationships.
Yes.
Then you have other relationships that are money driven or whatever the case may be. If you're not connected to God's power source, right? Let's say it's disconnected.
Mm-hmm. No internet.
I'm gonna do me. I don't give a flying flip about none of y'all, right?
I ain't gonna post nothing. I'm just gonna post. I'm not gonna post anything because I can't post anyway. But I'm just gonna go through.
Right, but then God gives us His grace, and the grace is when I fall. He said, "Okay, well, let me get you up. Let me."
You know
plug it
what?
back in.
I'm gonna give you my Wi-Fi passcode.
I'm gonna give you that. Come. even though we're not appreciative,
Even though you don't even pay the bill, I got the
even
bill.
though you don't pay the bill,
and you know what?
even if you don't even realize if somebody's paying it for you, just know, man. Well,
you know what? You're not even. You know what? I'll take it even further. What you said. So keep talking. I'm gonna put in name.
So even if man, I'm gonna still do me. I don't believe in God.
Man, you won't even see a bill in your mailbox.
Oh, how about this one? How about this one, Scissor? Man, I'm from the trap. I'm gonna always be this way, man. The white man, the brown man, the black, they don't care about each other. It's gonna always be this way.
No, that's
then
because you're
up
not
out the hood.
you're not using your connection. You're not using your connection to speak new things into existence, or to speak, or to make, or to expose, or to make the change.
Correct.
Because even to make the change, you have to take action. That's the mixing key.
Correct.
Yes, we can be connected all day, but if we're not acting on faith, that action, just moving, like I don't know what I'm doing, how I'm going to do it, but I'm just going to talk to this person. I'm just going to tap into that Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
We might not agree on the same thing, but you know what? I'm just going to till his brain.
Right.
And I'm just going to drop a seed.
That's it.
And then, so because I dropped that seed, he now has a code to my Wi-Fi channel.
Come on.
So now he can, no matter if he want to or not,
he still have access.
He gonna have access to what I introduced to the seed that I planted, and that seed is gonna continue to grow because the information is out there. He's gonna find. He's gonna keep looking for the water. Keep looking for that water to grow that seed.
Can I jump in?
Yeah.
Please do.
Man, that word pride.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I learned learning as a youth what that word pride damaged you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because I would have been in all these movements, I would have been the guy, black pride.
Yeah.
But I didn't go around hollering black pride because that word pride I was taught was before you fall.
Oh, yes. Oh,
correct.
Man.
Principle.
Those laws.
So let me interject. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Pride because so how can you say? So that means this whole thing is before the fall. That's what you're saying. That's literally what you're saying. When you say
pride,
those words, fall
is next.
Mean those words, pride, then you know.
Yeah,
There's a fall. You're speaking into existence a fall.
And here's the thing.
And that's the way I looked at it if I was hollering around how black I am.
Yeah.
I'm gonna finally get cornered
Yes.
and taken off of that platform because it really don't mean nothing.
Yes. There.
If you have integrity, it don't mean
Ooh.
Correct.
So why would I have to prove something?
Because you connected.
Because
you connected to the real okay. This not the.
No,
this not.
no, this is where we're going.
No more dirty TV. This not no more dirty TV. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Where's Michelle? I'm not gonna do it.
No, but it's so serious. That is so real, and that is that's the beauty of surrender. Right. Surrender is when we say, I can go the proud route, the pride route. I don't need you to tell me what is or isn't. I can do whatever I want to do. And listen, you can. No, you can do whatever you want. Free will.
Free will is free.
But we're gonna get back to that free will cost.
But
we're gonna talk about
but
before we go there, let me get this one out first. Wait, let me get this one out. But when you look at the issue of pride, what pride does versus integrity, and I have it in my notes, is pride says I don't have to have integrity to get what I want.
All right now. All right.
And pride says pride is based upon my interpretation versus what the facts are, what is the legacy or the history behind what I'm trying to do or get to or become. Because think about it, you can track God all the way back. You can track his process. You can track what he created and how he said, I'm going to make humankind. He and she, they're going to multiply, have babies, and that's a wrap. But then you got to, if anything outside the process of the creator God, and I understand you may disagree, you have to formulate your own process, which means you have to be your own creator God or creative, and you've got to, now you become competition with that which has already been proven to work. So you can do that, free choice, but it gets expensive. How expensive is it?
Man, we see it every day.
Statistically,
we see
the
it
suicide rate in those who choose to do other than what God has said works is much higher.
Even on the spiritual side.
I'm talking about spiritual. Yeah,
even
both.
on the spiritual side. I mean,
not just.
I mean, I say the physical side is more so the people that have a hard time not being accepted by the masses.
Right.
But on a spiritual side, you pay for it in so many other ways because, again, I mentioned the reproduction. Right. How can you reproduce? How are you going to keep passing on something?
It's funny how you say reproduction because some people turn off of a traumatic child experience, miscarriage, what's the one? I can't even think where you kill your baby.
Abortion.
Thank you.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at with that. Because you're living a lifestyle for a reason. I feel like it's a easy way out.
Which it don't apply to everybody, but there's just one corner of it.
Yes, there's one corner of it. There's probably many different levels. There's probably having a hard time being disappointed, having a hard time finding a girlfriend or a boyfriend.
Done to you,
right? So you went through a traumatic situation. There's always, like you said earlier, I know for multiple people, if they're willing to tell that story, because most people have so far removed themselves from that memory that they create a whole nother personality, a memory,
avatar,
everything. You create a whole new self because you want to forget who you were at that moment.
We talked about that in that moment.
Right. At that moment of that traumatic action or whatever that was done to you.
Right. It is.
So now you didn't want. So now you were like, okay. So here's the spiritual side of it. So now you're questioning the Most High on why did you allow me to have this to happen to me? I thought I was your child. I thought this. I thought that. I thought. But in retrospect, we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
And that's where we get to.
We wrestle against principalities.
Right.
Rulers and powers of this world, against spiritual wickedness. in high places.
And here's the beauty of it. Thank you so much, because here's the hope, folk. Here's the beauty of this situation.
We have this hope.
We have a hope. Now here's the deep. Let's do practical, and then we're gonna do spiritual.
Let's go with it.
But when you look at the practicalness of choosing to have faith, that means take a risk on a God or a supreme being.
It's not even calculated. Faith is not even calculated. It's just doing.
Right.
You don't even, because I had said something. Then I had to rethink about that. Faith is literally not calculated. Some people have that misconstrued. Well, let me think about this first, and then I'm just going to act upon it. No.
You gonna mess
Faith is I thought about it and I'm doing it.
Because I trust the power.
And he's going to move the mountain of unknowingness.
Right.
If that's a word, I think it is. Uncertainty.
Right.
And give me the knowledge to fulfill the thing which I have already created in my mind.
So here's the beauty of this. Listen, here's the beauty of this. What's beautiful about what he just said, and what we are all suggesting, is that when you surrender those experiences, whatever that case may be, that has caused you to turn and do you without him, what happens is when you say, I'm going to go back and surrender this to the Most High, you then give that issue, that moment that has messed up your whole future, your present, you give it to God. And what happens now, it's on God. So that takes all of the pressure to play the role of God, Most High, Supreme. You don't have to play that role anymore. We've been playing roles because of hurt, damage, trauma, and we're playing roles that we could never truly fulfill because it was never meant to be in our life.
It was never our purpose to be that role.
It was never meant to be in your life. That somebody violating you at 4, 3, 2, whatever, 18, it was never meant to be. But the enemy. Come on.
It had to happen.
Why?
So you could find who you're supposed to be
and plug into
that internet.
Again, if you don't have the power, you have to create a semblance of a power system.
And it's going to be weak.
And no matter how tough and how great it looks and how much money you put in it and how all of that stuff we do to sell you on an idea.
Right.
After let's be totally transparent. All this technology we have, all this stuff, you can see us all over the world. If we didn't have a connection with the power.
Let me break that one down. What you're saying.
Okay,
I see what you're saying.
Go.
You can have all of this. We can have all this equipment. DJ Scissorhand, he got the plugins, he got the cords, he got the power, it's plugged in, and all this stuff. We got the cameras, we got the mics, we got the switchboard, we got the pads, we got the phone, we got the lights, the whole studio, the whole studio.
Yeah.
But if we did not have internet,
and
no one
and an outlet.
Hold on. Okay, so I'll take it even further.
Yeah.
So I'll say I'm gonna put a name on it. I'm gonna put a name on it. If we did not have the internet grace.
Come on, there you go.
If we did not have the internet grace, that's what we're gonna name the internet. It's gonna be called grace now.
Come on.
The internet grace is still running off of a source.
Come on.
And that source is called, we like to call it electricity.
Correct.
But that's also called the power grid.
That's it.
That power grid. If we're not plugged into the outlet that is giving the power of electricity, which is the man upstairs, if we're not plugged into the electricity, the source,
come on,
our internet, our service won't get seen
or
heard.
And that is it, man. Like, don't make it more complicated than it truly is. Listen, there's an enemy that hates all humanity.
Right.
Whether you choose to be of a different lifestyle or a mainstream lifestyle.
True that.
You can be heterosexual. You can be LGBTQAI. You could be someone has transcended. You can be whatever.
True.
But the devil, let me tell you, I'm going to be 100. The devil hates us.
True.
Listen, we were created in the power sources.
I was so glad. I was like, man, I hope
man.
he go there. I hope he go there so I can break that down.
Go ahead, break it down.
I hope he go there so I can break that down. No, you got to finish it a little bit first so I can break it all the way down. You got to finish it so I can break it down.
It's like, listen, God did this thing. It's amazing. God was like, hey, man, what are we doing about this thing? Let's create this recreate this image of us. Mm-hmm. Look down at some dust, formed it, breathed in it, and made a human being, a humankind. Then put the brother to sleep and made a fine sister, woman out of his womb, on the side, not in the front, not in the back, side, and said, y'all gonna have dominion. And the enemy hated the fact that, number one, he could do it because he was created.
All right.
Number two, he hated it because they had dominion all of everything. He said, you have dominion over everything. They named everything. Go
all
ahead.
right, so now let me break it down. Let me break it down. Let me break it down now.
Yeah.
So just imagine everyone is created by the same person, right?
Yes,
we
sir.
all created by the same person. But because you had an argument, this one person that was created by the same person,
come on,
had an argument, a brawl, a fight, a 9-round fight with the person that created him and said, nah, bruh, you created me, but I'm better than you. So the person said, okay, that's cool. I will let you have that opinion.
Come on.
But because you're living by this opinion, you can't live with me no more.
Right.
Right.
And because you can't live with me no more, you can't be connected to my resources.
That's right.
And my resources is that I'm perfect in all ways.
All right now.
Yes, sir.
Right.
So I'm going to strip you from all of that.
Yeah.
Right.
And kick you out the house.
Yep.
And say, hey, since you're me,
you God.
Since you're me, and I'm gonna show you. So I'm gonna even play with you even more. I'm gonna play with your mental to show you what you lost when you did this.
Yeah.
I'm playing the long game here.
Long
I'm gonna
game.
show you what you lost when you did this. So now I'm gonna kick you in the other place that I made perfect because it's beautiful in my sight. I put everything in there that I love, that I thought about. I put it all in this one place.
Great.
And you're gonna meet the people that I created to learn how to be perfect like me. So they're gonna learn how to worship me like you supposed to had to, but nah, you better than me. You big. So now the battle is where we're talking about. The battle is he trying to get you like, nah, bro, you can't be perfect, bro. Like, no, no, I don't want you to have what I gave
got a
up.
plot behind
Right.
everybody.
There you
That
go.
show what the
Right.
strength is.
There you go.
Which goes,
He can't get back
Right.
into the house.
he can't get back. But you,
He
and
can't
I,
get you. We have the
we're
opportunity.
predestined to go.
He already know. He was like, bruh, they man. Hold on. So here, okay, let me break it down even more. You going off to college.
Come on.
Your
come on.
mom and dad say, "Ooh, that room is gonna be a nice little sitting room. I'm gonna entertain. Mom, I'm only going to college. I'm coming back. Ooh, that room is gonna be a nice workout room. But Mom, do you realize I do need to come back home? Ooh, that room. That's what's happening with him. His room is gone.
He don't have a room anymore, yo.
We replaced his room. The house got built bigger. The house was a normal size, but then when he got kicked out, he's like, you know what? Everybody that's going to come from this action,
Yes, sir.
from these actions,
Come on, man.
are going to have a personal house that you used to live in. They're going to get
Come
this
on, come on.
personally, and you're going to have to witness
All of
them
that. All of
getting every single thing you
used
used
to
to have. So just imagine.
Wait. Hold on.
Okay, there you go. Okay, I'll stop it right there. I'll stop. Go ahead.
No, you good. Are we coming back? So here's the deal. Like Dre said, listen, he's built us a mansion. He's going to recreate a new world without this dude. He says, but I need you to roll with me now on earth because what's bound in heaven is bound on earth. If we don't get this thing right here, surrendering, you'll be doing the same thing the enemy of God did in heaven.
All right.
He kicked him out. He said that the first time you got water, you cleaned the world, and the world's still wilding out again. He said, next time I'm burning it up. That's a wrap. I'm burning you. Anybody that rolls with the enemy of his soul, God's soul. So then you looking at what Dre says, what kind of things gonna be in the house? So what it look like? Gold? What we got?
Man.
All the stuff we spending money on bling blinging now that it costs is free.
So oh man.
And you get to see your loved one.
Come on.
No, so I'm gonna take it right here. So
yeah.
I'm gonna take it past the
physical
phenomenality of what your eye can see or imagine.
Okay.
Because right now we see physical gold. We see it, we hold it, we know how much it weighs and all this other stuff. But we're told there's a story that tells us there are streets of gold,
pure,
see-through. You took it. That's it. How you gonna have gold? We see this gold right now. It's here. It's tangible in our sight right now.
But it's
But this new place,
it's crystallized. You get.
But it's gold though. It's gold though. All right. This is. Have you ever looked in the crystal and kind of seen it through? Right, you kind of see through the crystal, but just imagine, imagine that crystal. You could kind of see through it, but it's gold.
I have never even. I can only.
You can't imagine that.
You can kind of think.
No, you can't. Because every time you think about that, let's be real. Every time you think about that, you just think about glass.
Right, it's glass. What is the glass and gold?
That's all you think about is glass. Like, man, I ain't walking on no glass. I ain't walking on.
Of the glass mansion, though.
There,
with gold trim.
And then
but the gold is still see through though.
Right.
So just imagine it. So the gold is see through. All of this is see through. Hold on. Do y'all understand what we're saying right now? I hope they do. But here's the thing: your crown, your crown. What do we say? What do we call our crown now? We call our crown. We call our brand our crown now.
Yeah,
a crown. A crown is going to have a crown, a gold crown.
Yeah.
So just imagine a gold crown. Try to. I can't even say just imagine because you can't even do, because once you even try to imagine, you're going to be thinking about glass on your head with nothing but you're going to get a headache, and then you're going to think about glass on your head with nothing but rhinestones in it.
Right.
Or rubies and all this other. Like, no, you get in the purest form of all of these things in this purest form, and you're going to be able to wear it like it ain't, wear it, walk it, whatever, like it's common, like it's nothing. You don't even, you're not even going to take it like, let me get a piece of this. Let me go cash this in.
Right. That ain't happening.
That ain't happening. This is like, oh, this is every day. Oh, this is it.
All
so
because
I can only imagine if there's a currency there. I can only imagine what that looks like if that's how you live.
They don't need a currency.
There you go. See, that's what I was hoping.
We don't need a currency.
They're farming for the massive control. You know.
Yeah,
that's it.
There. Thank you. I said that for a reason. I just wanted them to get the picture that we're painting of this right now, of just how crazy this thing is.
And all because we on earth right now say, you know, God, Supreme One, Yomati, Yeshua, Jehovah, Yah, whatever, however you entitle, because there's names that represent the one God. Mm-hmm. If you say, yo, Lord, I don't know how to surrender, but I'm willing to surrender, then that Ethernet grace sits in the pocket. And as long as you surrender it over to him, in time, you will be able to understand it, because he gave us time to grow and be better.
Right.
Because nothing is
the grace. That's period. I don't think they really understand the thing about time. Like, you know what? Here's their homework.
Okay,
here's that homework. And and next week on the session, I don't care what we talk about. Just in the comments, just talk about time and what you learned about time.
Yes.
Study time. Study time on the surface level, then study time on a strategy level.
Astrology. in astronomy, and
astronomy. A study on all those levels to see how the moon moves in time, how the stars moves in time, how the weather moves in time, how nature moves in time, how animal moves in time, how the solar system moves in time, how you move in time,
and nothing
how,
collides,
and how time was created to move in that time.
So listen, we go once a month at least. We gonna teach.
Got to,
because we always have guests, but we have a guest next, but we gonna get this piece in as before we get our guests up. But it is so important, and we want you to understand that you have the key. I have the key. We have the key.
What if we didn't have time?
Oh,
time ain't nothing but a measurement that a man came up. We
there you
can't
go.
capture time for real.
There you go.
I mean that word time is just a word time.
Right. But there's you're absolutely right. But here's the thing of what I'm saying with that though. Since time is not captured, right? It's not truly captured for real. It was just created to try to capture something unless you just follow each alignment of how nature moved.
Yeah.
Like what's that? The Moors, not the Moors,
Right.
like the Moors did.
Yes, the Moors, correct.
Like they did. They looked at how things hit in certain times, how the sun, how the shadow of the sun hit nature at certain points of the sun.
Right.
That's how they projected what time of the day or where action they were in or why they felt the way they felt.
And why they named things parts of the day.
Why they named why they did things the way they did. Yeah, that's all the whole
dawn.
So just imagine, since that's our grace period, as soon as we have the action of sin, which is doubt.
Come on.
As soon as, what if everything was cut off? What if our reality was literally cut off at that moment?
Right now, everything went
as
black.
As soon as you doubted whatever, bam, you cut off. At that moment, you don't have a chance to be like, oh, you don't even have a chance to learn, to go through the process of even learning it or understanding it, or be like, oh, now I get it. That's the grace period.
Right.
The time, the portion of just because you don't get it now. You still have an opportunity.
Come on.
There's the gap in there.
So I'm gonna throw one more thing out here and mess everybody up.
Do it.
And then we gonna
do it. I already know you're gonna come at it in too.
So,
I already know what you're about to do.
I was doing my walk, which is what Lord's been inspiring me to bring this message. And you see why. I was walking and I was like, Lord, well, what's the big deal about time and grace? He said, just what you said. In human thinking concept, we do everything based upon time. God does everything based upon eternity. And I said, well, what's the big difference? I mean, I know it's a big difference. Time has, certain measurements. He said, when you take sin out of the equation, there's no reason to count time. From eternity past to eternity, when you get to heaven or when we start this thing, we will just live as unto God and with God. But you can only do that when we learn how to manage our time and be timing in grace. So when we surrender to God or the higher being, the plug, the power, stays current, then we're not predicating our success, our peace. We're not predicating things working out, our past being redeemed, our healing. All of that is going to happen in His time while we're walking our time on earth.
That brings back a song that I used to listen to back when I was a little kid, man. It just says, the lyrics go like this, and a lot of the listeners might know this one, Silas. And it says, in His time, in His time, He makes all things beautiful in His time.
Wow. It really is. And so surrendering just basically says, I thought I had it together. I've done all I can do in my now moment.
I'm so glad you did that because I remember the rest of the lyrics of that song.
Okay, go ahead.
Lord, to you, my life I bring.
Come on. Surrender.
In His time, He make all things beautiful. In His time.
Yep.
Lord, my life to you I bring. May this song to you I sing. May he give you loving things in his time. In his time. Time is.
And so that's it. So
that's the thing we don't. That's the thing our human mind can't capture.
We've been trying to give our time to people.
Right. We
punch the clock.
Exactly. See, there. I'm so glad you. Yeah. You
hey,
you better tell them the message we telling them. You better tell them the message we talking on all three levels to three different groups on three different understandings.
And that's the thing about surrender. You didn't pick what you get at your surrender.
That's it. He picks it.
Because it's his time. Because it's his time when he give it to you.
But when he give it to you, it's good.
Because you're ready for it.
Right. And you rested in him. That's like the theme was here. Surrender is really the key to finding long-term peace and having good success in life. Not hustle flow success. Good success. Long-term peace. Listen, God, I don't know how this is going to be paid, but I trust you. I'm going to manage my money to the best of my ability. Lord, I thank you for working it out. Amen. And you move because you've given that struggle, that uncertainty, like you said, that unresolved, that hurt. I don't know who I am. So it's not any way contained, or it's not in any way based upon my human time. It's not based upon what I think. It's not based upon what I have done. It's on God's grace, the Ethernet cord plugged into a juice that never runs out, and someone who loves us so well and unconditionally, meaning he loves me when I'm messing up. He loves you when you're messing up.
Ain't gonna give you time to fix it.
And that's great. There it is. And then the mercy. We didn't even talk about the mercy.
I'm gonna give you the cord. I'm gonna give you the passcode to the Wi-Fi.
And that's mercy.
I'm gonna give you the passcode to the Wi-Fi.
No, wait. The Wi-Fi code is mercy. Grace.
Yeah. You're right. I was listening to you. You was right. Because I know you about to get the definition of what else I'm about to say. No. You are. Because just because I gave you my Wi-Fi passcode,
come on,
it don't mean.
Don't get no pride about it.
It don't mean, not even just that, but it does not mean that you're going to take your phone out and plug into the Wi-Fi.
All right.
You're going to have to take or go through the process. The action. To type in the code. To even actually go to your settings.
Come on. Make sure you get the capital and the lowercase.
Yeah.
And the symbols in there.
Because you got to get everything right.
Wait,
you got to plug in the code correctly.
Okay, wait, stop. You plug it in correct. You can't just call him anything.
Right.
There you go.
You can come to him any kind of way.
You can type in whatever you want to type in.
The code says, I am that I am.
You got to type that in. You got to believe that's the code.
Right.
And then you got to type it in.
Because you don't see it. Because you don't see what you type in once you type it in. It's dotted. You got faith that you type it in. You got faith that you typing in I am, that you calling him the right thing. Because time has distorted.
You're right.
Has distorted the passcode.
Right, correct. That's why when you get a passcode, it doesn't. You just see the little.
So when you get the passcode, you just waiting.
You're waiting for it.
You're waiting to see.
There
you go. You waiting. There you go. That buffer. Hey, if it was accepted, there you go.
And here's the deal.
Because once it's accepted, guess what? Then you get the bars.
You get the bars, baby.
You get the bars.
And here's the deal. If it isn't, that's where mercy steps in.
All right now.
Mercy says, this is the practical term. Mercy says that I'm not even worthy and I still haven't got it right. And God says, I'm going to still give you grace. Grace is unmerited. You don't deserve this.
And you know what that comes in the form of?
What's that?
Being a brother's keeper. Sharing your Wi-Fi passcode.
Come on. So if I can't figure out that, I'm gonna say, man, well, Wi-Fi.
Right. Plug in. Here's my Wi-Fi. Plug into my Wi-Fi. I know the code. Right. I'm already plugged in. So I'm gonna let you tap into my stream to get the power that I get.
And don't get no pride about that because it's temporary.
Because you can't steal all my Wi-Fi because you let one of my bars go.
Pay these bills.
Come on.
Because I get on my knees.
All right.
Because I lay prostrate. Because I have a personal, because I need my full board.
Which is why one of the biggest things we do here is God's mailbox.
I see the segue. I see the segue. I see the segue. We gotta land it. We gotta land it.
So in closing, understand that it is practical. Don't make it complicated. Just say, God, I need it. I'm hurting. I've done everything I've tried to do in my human strength to get it done. And I'm not. Cue up that Willpower by E. Cleveland. And what we have to do is surrender our willpower, which includes free choice, right? And it also includes consequences. You're giving him your free will and choice when you surrender, knowing that he has to answer it and give you the remedy. Until you do that, you'll always be that person. You'll be chasing something, trying to recreate, whether it's what we're dealing with, the Pride Month, or whether it's living
You'll
in
be
sin
trying to build your own router.
And
that ain't nothing but an excuse holding you back from what's really
Right.
what you really need.
And what God wants to give you.
Right.
You know, let me tell you
He
something.
wants to give you the desires of your heart.
But you like,
He
no.
knows what you think. He knows when you're looking at that Rolls Royce. He knows when you're looking at that Tesla. He knows when you're looking at that helicopter if you still want to ride one.
But you're gonna put in your head, I gotta go out sucker route to get there because I don't have time.
I gotta go and find my own Wi-Fi. I gotta
get your own router. You
I
gotta
gotta go ahead.
Good enough.
I
can't-
can't somebody else's Ethernet cord to plug into the
You know what?
outside
Or
the building on the. Come on, man. We did that back in the day. We didn't have cable. We would get a long Ethernet to steal it from somebody around the corner.
hey, I guess there is a new way. I guess there is a new way of bootlegging.
bootlegging.
I guess there is a new way of bootlegging things now.
Bootleg. We would rather bootleg and come up with
Then-
our own recreation.
I would rather bootleg.
no,
That's a whole nother sermon.
Okay,
in
we
itself.
can't go. We can't go.
But well, since you went there, we got to talk on it though.
No, we
I
got
would
like
rather
2 minutes.
I would rather bootleg. I would rather bootleg. Still, you still spending money. You still
that's
spending
true.
money.
Right, that's true.
For what
You
kind of
still
quality?
spending it.
And you ain't getting the quality.
You still spending it.
Wow.
Instead of going through the process.
And
And going through the movie theater,
come on.
paying the price a little bit more, which is going hand in take, which is spending a little bit more time praying, which is spending a little bit more time writing it down,
Right.
which is spending a little bit more time in believing, reading, studying, understanding,
Yeah, man.
so you can see the 4K picture.
Woo.
That
and
five,
on
yeah,
that
they in
5G.
5K. Yeah, they working in 5K now.
Yeah,
That 5K picture in 3D.
With
And
the
you don't need
reclining
to-
seats.
No, he
Yeah.
said, what is it? What
8K.
Oh, 8K. I ain't even
is
know.
8K?
I've been bootlegging that.
Dang, they don't.
I just got
so
five,
we just
man.
got
I gotta extend my game up.
I'm about to say, hold on, Mr. Fred. I think our needs need to get
asked.
ashy. No. And that's please don't take that out of
No,
context,
he
Lord.
does
Jesus.
say it's real.
Lord,
So, but yeah,
I can't say what I want to say right now. My New York people know what I want to say right now.
Nah, leave that alone.
No.
So yeah, that's what's up. So
Please, Lord, don't let them take
yeah,
that
that's
wrong.
what's up, man.
I gotta lay prostrate. I gotta lay before the throne. I'm gonna say it like that.
So listen,
I mean,
take us to the
It
prayer.
didn't sit
Let's
right
take
in my
it to the
soul. It
gospel.
didn't sit right in my soul.
Yeah. You can write that down. So but listen, we hope that this has been informative. We really hope it has been transformative, man. We don't want you just to live a okie doke life and just a regular. That's
Live
over,
that
man.
fake life.
Live that faith life, man.
Fake. Can't live that fake life. We've been living that fake life for over 400 years, man. We need to get back connected to where we was created from.
Yeah, man.
That's the real life.
Yeah, man. So
now it's time.
Yeah,
As
man.
DJ cue this music. Now
Ooh,
it's time
this is my
to really get your. We hit you hard. We hit you hard today. Your mental is really going crazy. You probably got a headache right now because we gave you no breaks on this message that we gave you
No
today,
breaks,
and it was very intentional. No breaks. We want you to get all of it. We gave you the Mayweather, Mike Tyson, Holyfield, nothing but
30 seconds,
uppercut
okay.
hits. Yeah, we got you like
sorry
that.
you gotta
today.
take a punch because it was all in love and truth.
It was,
you know what I'm saying?
it was. You're right.
But you know what they say, the
folks get
truth.
whooped My truth, you know.
The truth hurts, but it's meant to hurt because if it's not hurting, you're not growing. And everybody that exercise understand this.
Right.
Your body is a protein. You got proteins in your body, and that protein stretches.
He gonna be a doctor now.
That thing stretches. So when you stretching something, you adding tension to it. Yeah. And as it grows back, it has to heal. And that healing process is what hurt.
All right.
Is what hurt. That's what hurts. When you thinking so long and you just can't understand it, that you're getting that headache, it's because it hurt. Your brain is actually growing so it can able to download the information or process it, take it through the channels that it needs to go through so it can go down so you can internalize that message. That's why right now you need to write this down. Write whatever is on your heart and mind down and drink water.
70% of the body is water, just for the record.
70 out of 100%.
Not alcohol.
70.
Water.
70.
H2O.
That's only 30% left to deal with. 30% left.
Nutrients and protein.
Agua. H2O is an equation. So right now, we're just going to go, you know what time it is. It's time to go to the God's mailbox. We got a message to get off our chest. We got something to talk to God about. We have to surrender. Surrender those things. That's what you're writing down today. Today is intentional. Yeah. It's 100% intentional. Surrender your doubts. At the title of it, yes, we're doing all of this today. We're at the title of it. You're going to title this thing. We're going to title this thing Doubt. Doubt.
That's cool.
We're surrendering doubt. That's what we're doing. This is God's mailbox because you already know we're burning it. So we're definitely surrendering this thing.
Oh, you already know.
You already know what it is. It gets down over here. Yeah. So we're surrendering doubt and everything that you're doubting right now. Your entrepreneurs, your musicians, your singers, your producers, your engineers, your creatives, your personalities, whatever you're doubting right now. And I'm talking to myself. I'm talking about this. I think that's why the passion is so deep right now. Because I can doubt myself out of being great. You can doubt yourself out being the greatest person alive.
And procrastination, hesitation.
That's doubt still. We putting the elementary term on it.
Yeah, man.
We putting the elementary term on it. You can spell doubt. It's a 5th grade spelling word now.
Right.
Doubt is a 5th grade spelling word. We gonna keep it where the child want to be like, hey, mommy, can I get a crayon and write down my doubts? Because you might have a doubt as a kid. Yep. I'm not good with math. I'm not good with social studies. Whatever. I'm not good with my teacher. I'm not good with my classmates, my coach. We have to be good with each other. We're all connected in some type of way. So right now, we're writing down our thoughts, our doubts. We're writing down our doubts, and we're going to leave it up to them. So DJ, cue this music so we can start thinking about our doubts and leaving it to the man upstairs so Minister Fred can come back and he's going to pray over this thing. And we just gonna be doubt.
Hey, we're gonna go out.
We're gonna be doubt free. Everybody trying to get debt free, but I want to get doubt free. I need to put that hashtag on that mud. I need to put that post on that mud. That sounded good.
Dope, man.
That sounded good.
Great day to do it.
Everybody trying to be debt free. I want to be doubt free and debt free too. So it do.
It'll get you what? That'll get you out the debt. No doubt, no debt. Run that track.
Hey, you said another one.
Doc,
no doubt, no debt.
About this willpower, man.
Let's go.
Of the wheel, that's it right there.
Then, sir, we need to understand the power of the will. Now, God put in every man will power. And if you ever get your hand on the steering wheel of your will, it can turn your car, turn your life any way you want to turn it.
Wow.
When you know God has given you the power to do it. Now, there are sinners who don't run around on their wives. If a sinner can do it with his willpower, what's wrong with you, Christian? You got willpower and Jesus. Double entry. Study that. And then finally, people that believe in Jesus, that believe on Jesus, and believe Jesus. To believe in him means don't doubt his ability. Whatever's wrong with me, he can make it right. He's a physician that's got a prescription for every disease. Talk to me out there. Whosoever believeth on him, that's his identity. Thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God. Closing now. Then you gotta believe him. I said three things. Believe in him, meaning I believe that he can do it. If he says he can do it, and he says he can do it. Blood of Jesus Christ cleanseth from all sin. So earth hath no sorrow that heaven cannot heal. Came here to tell you, there's a balm in Gilead that makes the wounded whole. There's a balm in Gilead that heals the sin-sick soul. Sometimes I get discouraged and think my work's in vain. But then the Holy Spirit revives my soul again. And I come up singing, there is a balm, there is a physician. He can heal. Earth hath no sorrow that heaven cannot heal. And in conclusion, I think it was Jesus who said to the woman that had the issue of blood, thy faith hath made thee whole. Mm-hmm. And he said to somebody else in Luke 7:50, thy faith saved thee. And then in Matthew 8:29, he said, according to your faith, so be it unto you.
Quarantine over. Get out the house.
Wow, man. Quarantine over, baby.
Physically and spiritually.
Yeah, man. For real.
Quarantine.
Over.
Over. You can put yourself in a mental quarantine, a spiritual quarantine, a physical quarantine.
Ooh.
Give yourself some diseases. Give yourself. All right, I'm done. We got to clean. We got to. We still. We running out of runway. We done landed the plane, but the brakes are still not.
Another plane, Eddie.
Right, the brakes are still. No, I was about to run off the runway. We had to just take back off again and try to re-land again.
Digest, man. This was a heavy one. So I think we should just go out with a couple music videos. I think
that's
Brian T has a song called "My King Supreme." And then praying for you by Hogmaw, because we are praying for you. Let me pray, and we're going to let this thing ride out. So, God, we want to say thanks again for empowering us with knowledge to know that it's really the key to success in being an overcomer and really reaching our good goals of success is really just surrendering to you. So we're surrendering every doubt that we put in we shred it, we cut up, or we're putting in our God's mailbox. We thank you for every answered prayer. So we're going to keep it simple because you said, you know what? Like we said here on the stage, no doubt, no debt, nothing can separate us from the love of Christ through Yeshua the Christ, who through God, in the name of he who has already resolved this, and then blow our minds as I'll pray every day. Thank you for the message and all the messengers here. Thank you for everyone who's listening, and I pray, Lord, that this session here, man, that we will share with others today, and when we do the replay on Monday night, 7:30 here on YouTube, that others will really be blessed that had not been able to do this or hear this. In Jesus' name, Amen.
Amen.
Amen. All right, before we get to these music videos, what you got coming up, Minister Fred? I know you. But you know what? I done skipped.
What's up?
I done skipped. No, I'm gonna put it up in there. I'm gonna put it up in there. I'm still praying on the inside a little bit. I'm still praying on the inside a little bit. I started writing. I realized I got to the end. I was like, "Whoo!" I gotta let some things go.
Right, me too.
I got a lot of doubts on some
went
things.
to 2 pages. I didn't realize. Thank you for
Right.
allowing God to use you, bro.
I just like, yo, I gotta let some of this stuff go. I just gotta believe. Just believe. And it will happen. Shout out to Better Submission. That's my song. Just have faith. It will be transformed. Just believe.
Okay, hey, man, listen, we gotta get out.
We gotta get out. See, no, you did that. But
No,
DJ, before we get out, DJ, you did that, bringing me back in. I told you I'm trying to stop the plane. Dang. What you got going on, DJ Suzanne? Where you at tonight? What's up?
Ain't nothing but an old soul party going on tonight. You know
that's why you said bring out the barbecue. So they fixing steaks? Are you putting steaks on the grill?
I don't want to mislead you neither, man. It's just gonna be. I know I ain't gonna bring you to no chaos. I know that.
Right.
Oh, okay.
But it might be a little.
Yeah, you gonna give him some of that.
You might need to sit down and not try to navigate it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Just
so
sit down.
it's a spades night, y'all. Spades night.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Spades night. Spades and conversations. Spades and conversations, ladies. I know y'all probably be in the living room doing y'all talk.
Yeah,
the guys gonna be playing the spades, talking loud in the garage. I already know
the
it.
females can hang out in the kitchen, you know.
Or they might be playing.
Put the
phase two,
advertisers.
Yeah, they might be playing Phase 10 or some, some of the things that they do. I see it over there. She's like, how did he know I play Phase 10?
I'm a Uno fan. We need to do a Uno. We're gonna do.
Hey, you ain't ready for that. Uno breaks up relationship. Uno, you can't do that.
Wait.
I'm competitive. I'm competitive. You already started talking about the basketball. We ain't went to the 3-point line
we
yet.
Get on the court, bro. I'm gonna take my.
You ain't went to the 3-point line yet. Okay, so okay, bet. So one day randomly, we just gonna have to go through the gym and go live.
And we gonna go live,
and we're gonna see. We're gonna see.
Yeah, we gonna go live.
Who the people gonna go with? Are they gonna go with you for the most shots? Or they gonna go with me? We're gonna have to do that. We're gonna have to do that one week. Let's go ahead and plan that out. Let's go ahead and plan that one out.
Give a heads up, and you can drop some music while we going in.
All right. So where you at, Minister Fred? What you got going on? What's coming up?
On Sunday, which is tomorrow, 5 o'clock, G93 No More Dirty radio show, and then 6 p.m. on We Up 103.1. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, No More Dirty.inc. Monday night, we'll do the replay for those who missed this amazing session at 7:30 on our YouTube channel, all of our social media, Facebook, all at Instagram, and then Friday night on YouTube, 7:30. You already know. Wednesday night, we're gonna give you the replay from yesterday's show. So you just need to tune in. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notifications.
Like and share. Sharing is caring.
Yeah,
we like to share.
Man.
We like to share.
Don't cost you a thing.
It don't
cost you nothing. It's free. Y'all like free stuff. It's free. That's what it is. So and you already know Dre the drummer. I'm everywhere. This summer is just
you
this
got
summer.
The play too, man.
Hey, I got the play coming up. I got
so you need to give us an update on what's going on.
All right, I got you. I give you an update what's going on. The calendar is going crazy. It's going crazy right now. It's just crazy to see. So just follow me on social media. You can go to my personal. Yeah, I'm putting my personal out there now, Minister Fred.
That's what's up.
I'm putting the personal out there, and I'm giving them another level. I got the brand. Yeah. They know Dre the drummer.
Yeah.
But now I want you to know Dre Labordi.
Dre Labordi.
L-A-B.
L-A-B.
Capital L-A. Capital B-O-R-D-E.
All right, that's
go ahead. I already know I still censor my page. So you can't just become a friend. I gotta accept you.
That's right.
I have to accept you. So I am telling you that. But you can also definitely you can definitely join me on Instagram as well. But I was just putting that out there. So if you want to follow me, if you want to keep up with what's going on, what I'm doing, because I don't have time to tell you everything that's going on right now. The list is getting big.
Right.
But just tune in.
You want to make sure that it's clean and it's because this dude is really about that life.
That's what I do. Let's go ahead, man. No, let's go ahead. We done for the day. We not getting the bars, but we giving you the bars.
Yeah, you got bars and a half today, bro.
They got more than bars. They got a book today.
They got the book.
They even got bars for themselves.
They do. They sitting on writing right now.
They Wi-Fi bars.
Wow! You better close it out. See, DJ.
Hey, play some music,
man. You better play this music before we get going.
Baby. Check this out. Videos. We ready, whatever.
We ready. We ready back there. I want to
toss it to the big homie, Joaquin. You know what I'm saying? Professor X, man. You want to do some music? Or my son, hey,
I
We
know,
got
bro.
options
Oh, yeah,
today.
that's right.
Yeah, they back there.
Yeah,
they
y'all
Hey,
go
son,
ahead.
on the 1, 2, and 3, man.
Man, he been
Drop
back there
that beat,
doing the
homie.
camera angles and stuff back there.
Yeah.
I'm loving what I'm loving what I'm
And your
seeing.
daughter
Little
was on
action
it.
pack day.
Your daughter
Yeah,
was on it too,
they just
I
came
seen
in
her
working
try.
today. It's looking good. It's looking good up in the
Hey,
spot.
teamwork make the dream
It
work.
definitely does. But mostly, here's the thing though.
We ready.
We're living. We ready. They ready.
Yeah,
They
there it
already
is.
up. But before we go, I'm gonna leave you with this inspirational message, and this is just for the kids, specifically. If you see something that you want to do, go ahead and ask to help. Ask to help because it does two things. It relinquishes the stress of the person that's actually doing the work at that moment, and it actually helped them be more productive in what they're rendering. You're actually being of a service. And in being of a service, it actually comes back with you understanding what's going on. You get an experience. And here's something that I want you to always do. After you have helped someone and or volunteered, go back to that person and say, hey, is it all right? Or would you please write me a letter of recommendation?
Yes.
Because what that does, it goes on your resume in high school. Because in high school, most people don't understand you have to have a certain amount of hours of community service and volunteer hours.
Correct.
They can write down those hours of service and what you have done in help, and it does wonders.
Yeah.
Wonders for you. I didn't learn that until late.
I ain't never heard of, but
I didn't learn that until late. And that's even now, even adults now, if you ever volunteer on anything that you do,
That's right.
get you a book, make it look as great as possible, and call it a portfolio. Make it as great as possible. And when you're doing your big presentations, your big presentations, or you say, hey, can I pay you to meet with you?
Right.
Because some people that you like they don't have time.
Right.
So make sure you do that. And what they would do. Oh, you know this person?
Oh,
you did work with that person?
Right.
Oh, they gave you this?
Yeah.
So always do that. That's my word of encouragement. We out of here. The video's queued up. I'm Dre. So go ahead. What you got?
One more thing. We have about 8 grocery box bags that was donated on Friday. Yesterday. So if you would reach out to us on our internet website at nomoredirty.org or call us at 256-698-9749. We have free diapers and we also have grocery bags. And we want to bless you. And if you love what you're seeing and hearing, I'm gonna always say, hey, go to our website and make a donation, support, or do something or the like.
That's all you got to do. All right, it's time for us to get up out of here. All right, guys, we're ready for the video. Go ahead and cue us up. We out of here. We can keep on talking all day. I think
this one
this was just good. We can just keep finding. We can find reason to keep talking about this topic right here. We gone. Make sure you have a great and blessed and successful week. Also, do something for someone else.
Yeah.
Don't record it. Don't post it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Yep.
Because you never know. It's going to also make that person feel great. And it's definitely going to come back to you. It's called paying it forward. Live that life. Be that life. I'm Dre the Drummer. We out. Let's go.
I'm praying these boys to get they soul clean. All this cap out straps, 9 millers with long range. Scope, clip, infrared beams. Yeah, they hot now. To the Lord come cool things. I see they know nothing about Jacob, Job, James, and Solomon, the son of David, the rule king. Under their breath, mumbling like, who this lame? What's the matter? Came to Christian rap and give you some game? Oh, you duh. I see the tattoos and the braids, but is that fear? I smell coming out of your rib cage. You screaming for love. That's your reason for turning blood. That's legit. Cops probably abandoned the cup. Scarface, Frank White, Christ my plug. But instead they giving you drugs, they give you his blood. A covenant like Noah received after the flood. Don't front from me out here acting, homie. Go with your heart. I be praying for you. Yeah. They're trying to oppress us, don't crack under pressure. I keep praying for you. Yeah. There's grace and His blessings that you'll get the message. It's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. It's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer.
Thanking God for the gospel of Christ, hallelujah, I'm saved. In my time, when you hear them drums, it don't come from parade. A lot of old men are broke, too many young in the grave. A lot of fathers neglectful, not teaching their sons to behave. We grow up disrespectful, hearts running with rage. If someone try to check you, you too dumb to behave. Drug money entices you, so you run from a wage that can have you in prison. Now you share a bunk in a cage. We can do better, I'm here to speak to whoever will listen. And if you never read scripture, this a new era. I would clearly state my position. Yes, it is part of my mission, not to come talking religion, but to declare that who's the Son of God is risen. He said He will cause division. All the sinning we're all committing has all our hearts in prison. Time for a heart incision, cut with the Father's precision. We do more than just talk over rhythm. This audio fishing. What up?
Yeah. They're trying to oppress us, don't crack under pressure. I keep praying for you. Yeah. For His grace and His blessings that you'll get the message. First of all, dog, y'all life was not like mine. You're lying. You boys trap nickel and dimes, and I mean, I ain't condemning over nickel and dimes, but after 5 years, a nickel, you still trap dimes. 16, I had a grown man grind, got popped with the big home tone. We doing time. Rapping silent 6 months, murder more 9 Bronx, Queens, Manhattan, Staten, we shooting 5. It was live, held it down like gravity. Daddy, the mid 80s was crazy. Mid 90s, I ran up and sprayed. He hit me with 6. Couple to my legs and my ribs. Got knocked with a couple of big. Kind of pop, got a couple of kids. Now that the motor's a little blessing it is. Stay focused, it's a message to this. I survived the hustle, defeated them odds, overcame them devils, and I owe it to God. Many Menard, lust and fame, slept with gluttony. Many nights with feelings of shame, and they ask how a human being be so humane, motivated and driven by the wickedest things. Anything to add a little prestige to my name as a young boy. Borrowed my soul to the game for what? Whips, kicks, a chick in the chain. I'm saying, slanging king, better use your brain. Count that bread and blessing, hit that blinker and switch lanes. Only matter of time before you shackled and chained to that black box, feeling sentiments of a slave. Through the wire, they keep game, and they keep it a buck. We all see it coming, just ignoring the signs. Too focused on the money, that's facts, yeah. I done been there and back, now I see it for what it is. Just one hell of a trap. Keep praying for you. Yeah. They're trying to oppress us, don't crack under pressure. I keep praying for you. Yeah. For His grace and His blessings that you'll get the message. It's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. It's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer.
Ain't nothing wrong with you going to seminar school. There's nothing wrong with you studying yourself to be approved. But you got all that knowledge and you don't got no love. You got all that knowledge and you don't got no revelation. Then tell me what you really got then. Nothing.
I can care less if they don't sit with me. I ain't sitting with no misery. God prepared a table where it's victory. I can care less about what they think of me. It was something that got seen in me. Make sure that you treat people with decency. I can care less if they don't clap for me. Hey, you can keep your flattery. I ain't got no time to hear no blasphemy. I can care less if they come after me. I said, who cares if they come after me? Can't you see God's army in the back of me? My king is supreme. Lord, there ain't nothing on this earth that I desire more than you. It's like everywhere I search, couldn't find it in the drugs, couldn't find it in the money, couldn't find it in the pleasure. I was empty in my stomach, I got belly full of rivers, now the rivers in my belly. Now preaching to the sinners and the killers who act deadly. It's amazing, believe me, how everything that turned out. Hey, 7 years of ministry, you would think that I done burned out. Hey, let's bring Brother Brian to get the word out. Hey, I'ma try to bring your whole neighborhood to the church house. I said the junkies, the gangbangers and flunkies, a hospital for the broken. If they're true, keep them coming. Hey, you don't need a doctor. Hey, Jesus is the doctor. Hey, thank you, Heavenly Father, cause it's free. Nothing is cost you. See, everything you see here, everything is free here. I guarantee that you'll be a new man before you leave here. That don't sit with me. I ain't sitting with no misery. God prepared a table where it's victory. I can care less about what they think of me. It was something that got seen in me. Make sure that you treat people with decency. I can care less if they don't clap for me. Hey, you can keep your flattery. I ain't got no time to hear no blasphemy. I can care less if they come after me. I said, who cares if they come after me? Can't you see God's army in the back of me? My king is supreme. You better shout it with your chest. Forever kingdom minded. Remember, it's KMF. Yes, they check your temperature. You either hot or cold. If you acting like you lukewarm, God gon' kick you out the door. You gotta go, yo. I said, quit acting so religious. Your knowledge don't impress me. Who cares if you read the scripture? What you know about loving your neighbor, hugging your hater, showing mercy to the same one that cursed me and God betray you. And you so stingy, you're pinching for these pennies. You reaching for my pocket, you just want them to be empty. If you hungry, I'ma feed you. If you thirsty, here's some water. It's right, I show these haters the reflection of my Father. Go be a student before you try to teach. You must decrease, he must increase. Bride keep to the day that I'm deceased. Jesus is the message that I preach. I can care less if they don't free me. I ain't sitting with no misery. God prepared a table where it's victory. I can care less about what they think of me. It was something that got seen in me. Make sure that you treat people with decency. I can care less if they don't clap for me. Hey, you can keep your flattery. I ain't got no time to hear no blasphemy. I can care less if they come after me. I said, who cares if they come after me? Can't you see God's army in the back of me? My king is supreme.
Love edifies. Knowledge can puff you up. Be the hands and the feet of Jesus Christ. Don't just preach about it. Live it out. Apply it to your life. The King of Kings, the only Supreme One, the Holy One, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. You deserve all the glory. My King is supreme.
I'm going to show you